Hello, everyone. Welcome to another lovely week. And it feels like it's been a long time. Long time since we've been in this divine timeout. Today, I wanted to talk a little bit about some cleansing techniques that you can do while you're home that are amazing. And first, I wanted to share with you my beautiful roses. I think you can see them over there, but whoops, very heavy. These beautiful blue roses that my lovely friend Angela gave me, and I feel like I got a gift from Spirit with these because the blue are from the Order of the Blue Rose, which is Mother Mary's order and Magdalene's order. So that was so special. A big thanks to you. It was a lovely surprise. And I know people are really getting restless and getting into a place that, it feels like it's been a long time. And, people are saying, okay, it's starting to get to me. And others are saying, what took you so long? But I feel like as long as we have faith and keep believing and keep moving through this time and just trusting the process, that we really don't have another choice. So every time I'm meditating twice a day now, and every time I meditate, that's what I get. It's like, how long do you want to be in? Just keep doing what you're supposed to be doing and move through this. So also I wanted to say thank you to everybody that came on my call last Thursday night for the class that I talked on the conference call. It was the first in 4 parts. And I had almost 80 people on there. That is just amazing to me. So I'm hoping it's not because you're all so bored you came on. Bored with sitting at home or whatever, watching the TV. But to just know that we're still doing what we're doing. We're still lighting our candles. We'll still have my rose quartz on the world here, and still being in a place where we're here, we're alive. And here's Benny, and he's been missing everybody. So hello out in TV land to everybody. I know I've been in too long. So I wanted to share a couple of energy cleansing self-care techniques, and those of my friends that took oh yeah, it went right on my head. Healing touch training years and years, 30 years ago. We got this cool little booklet from Marilee, so shout out to her wherever she is, that gave us a couple energy clearing techniques. And I thought, what a great time to be doing this. So it's really interesting. This first started with Edgar Cayce, who was known as the sleeping prophet, because he'd go to sleep and information would come through and he'd talk and they would record it. Amazing things about the body and how to heal the body and the soul and all of that. It was just amazing. So I'm going to read you this. We're going to talk about castor oil packs. And so he talked about it in hundreds of his readings and how healthy it was. And this treatment is a vibrational therapy. So not only does it help the organs and the cells and the different parts of your body, it's also vibrationally healing you and helping you move energy. And especially now while we're at home anyways, I thought this would be a good time. Plus, I'm wanting to do this again, and I just dug out everything, so I am going to commit to do this, and you will find this being very powerful. So when you apply it to the abdomen, usually does promote parasitic activity. So if you have any parasites, or colon cleansing due to the absorption through the skin. But its vibrational effects to the internal organs and the stimulation of the lymphatics are very significant. The application of the packs open the chakras and balance the energy fields. The energetically sensitive individual can sense the balancing effect and can feel the frequency adjustment. The meditative state that is induced is detectable to the energetic sensitive person. So the indications for use here would be to balance the energy bodies and cleanse the physical body, stimulating the natural detoxifying and eliminating systems. So we're not making any claims of healing here. We're just saying that people have found that they've had a lot of energy move after. And it works with 3 of the chakras really well. Castor oil packs are effective, especially with the first, second, and third. For immune, because they enhance the immune system. The second and the third chakra, issues that affect the physical body in the area, the colon, the liver, the gallbladder, and the spleen. And the lymph system is very significant in terms of moving issues out of the physical body. So energetically moving things, clearing things in the energy body. Okay, so I'm going to talk about what you need, and of course most of you aren't going out, so you can order these. They do have at some of the health food stores, they do have kits, castor oil kits that you can pay for online and have them shipped. So you're going to use a pint of cold pressed processed castor oil, and it's CASTOR. You're going to use a piece of white wool flannel cotton, somewhere around 18 inches by 36. You can either use a hot water bottle, or you can use an electric heating pad. Gallon size plastic bag, and either a plastic sheet or what I used was a garbage bag, and saran wrap, and an old towel or hand towel, bath towel or hand towel. So what you do is you fold a piece of wood flannel or wool flannel or cotton flannel, so it's 2 to 4 layers thick and approximately the right size of the area that you're going to use it on. So we're talking about using it here. So of course you need a bigger area. Place the folded flannel in the Ziploc plastic bag and pour enough castor oil that it's wet but not dripping. Knead the castor oil into the bag through the bag in order to keep your hands dry. So we pour it in, and we do this on the outside of the bag while the flannel's on the inside, really getting saturated. Tightly close the bag. Preheat the castor oil soaked cloth by folding the heating bag over it for 20 minutes on medium heat, or place the bag in the microwave for 1 or more minutes, depending on the power of your microwave. Do not overheat the castor oil in big letters. I don't like the idea of using the microwave. Prepare the area where you will use your castor oil pack while it is preheating. Spread the plastic sheet or garbage bag to protect bedding. So I do it after a shower or whatever, and I'll just have no clothes on, put the trash bag on the bed over the sheet, so I'm not going to get anything because it can get really oily. You want to protect your bedding. Cover the plastic with an old bath towel, fold it in half lengthwise, place so that you'll be able to wrap the towel ends around your body after you lie down, because it can get cold. Remove the castor oil pack from the Ziploc bag, wringing out the excess inside the bag. Place it on the appropriate area of your body, wherever you want to do it. You can do it under your arms, which is a great way to detox from old deodorants. Before many of us knew any better, we would use the regular kind that had aluminum in it and stuff. And even though I've switched over to natural, sometimes our pores get clogged from long ago. So it's good every now and then to do that to get some of the, to detox. Where was I? Place it on the appropriate part of the body intended. Lie down on the old bath towel. If it's being used on the abdomen for liver and ascending colon to move energy, be sure to cover the right side as well as the abdominal area. If for the spleen, go to the left side. And this is going to increase the lymph flow and the underarm areas. Place the pack where needed. To treat sciatica nerve or back pain, lie down at the center oil pack and heating pad. Cover the oil pack with saran wrap. On top of that, place a hand towel and a heating pad. So you're going to have to stop this, write it down, or whatever. Leaving the heating pad on medium heat to begin with, then increase to medium high if the body will tolerate it. Wrap the bath towel around the body and cover the heating pad to hold the heat in. You may also want to cover yourself with a blanket to stay warm. The heating pad should remain in place for 45 minutes to an hour and a half, or as you may be instructed. The castor pack itself may be worn all night without heat if desired. The skin may be cleansed after treatment by using a tablespoon of baking soda to a quart of warm water or a mild bath soap. Store your castor oil pack in its plastic Ziploc bag to help prevent drying out when it's not in use. Add more castor oil the next time you go to use it. A pack may be used for 6 to 12 months as long as it does not become soiled or rancid, at which that time you may machine wash it, but do not wash it with other clothes because you will get them a mess, soil them. If you're working on a significant toxic condition, you may need to wash your pack more frequently, possibly as after each use. So the frequency of this is to try to do it 3 nights consecutively and then skip 3 nights. So try it for a week. Do it for 3 nights in a row and then skip 3 nights and see what happens. Do you feel that energy is flowing better in you? When taking a series of packs, you can take 2 teaspoons of olive oil nightly or 2 tablespoons after the 3rd night, and this will aid in flushing out any toxins. Again, we're focused on a lot of energetics. So drink plenty of water, 8 to 10 glasses a day if you're going to do this, because you want to flush out anything that might be in there. We're not saying that this heals. We're not saying that it gets rid of parasites. We're saying it stirs some stuff up so you can detox. Another great one, and these are all things you can do with pretty much what's in your house. You already know about taking Epsom salts baths. That works really, really well. Just putting some in your tub at the end of the day and clearing things out. Yeah. Especially if you're lucky enough to have any Dead Sea salts. When I went to Israel, I brought a whole suitcase back from the Dead Sea of bath salts and cleanses and muds, and amazing treat. Okay, so this one is a very simple technique. It's used to activate, to get your circulation moving and to open your pores, okay? When we open our pores, we can get rid of toxins as well. So with this, all you need is a white washcloth and a bath. So this should be done not during your shower or bath, but before you go in or after. What's amazing is when I did this years ago and I did it after my bath, I was like, how can I still be dirty? So you get an opportunity to see how much cleansing is really needed. So you're going to stand naked at your bathroom sink with hot water running and a white washcloth folded in fours. It needs to be white for obvious reasons. You're going to saturate the washcloth with the hot water, as hot as you can stand it, wring it out, and you're going to rub your entire body, starting with your face and working down your neck and your chest. So when you get to here, you're really rubbing it hard as you can do it, okay? So you're going to work your face, your neck, your chest, your shoulders, your arm, your armpits. Pay special attention to the areas where there are concentrated lymph nodes. So in the groin area, in the armpit. And as the cloth cools off, continue to pat under hot water to keep it hot and again, wring it out. The rubbing should be back and forth until the skin gets red. So we're doing this. We're doing this. When you do the hands and feet, be sure to rub the palms and soles really well and pull down each finger and toe, because that's the way the meridian goes. So you're doing this, and then you're doing this. Okay, same thing with your feet. The reason for using a white washcloth is so that you can see the discoloration from the removal of your toxins. This increases your frequency simply by removing more toxins that weigh down our energy bodies. You will feel lighter and cleaner on all levels. There's a little alarm going off, so excuse me while I shut that off on my phone. It's always something. So it is amazing. And I know, Janet, you've done that before because we took that training. But, oh my God, when you just come out of the shower and you're doing this and you see how dirty that white washcloth is, it's amazing. But by doing the rubbing, it just cleans it out. So, again, telling you this because this is a wonderful way to use up some of this time. Maybe for some of you the castor oil is too much and you'd rather just do the washcloth. Start with the washcloth and see how it goes. But it will definitely switch your energy up, and that is really good. We're going to start with the cards here. The first one I asked for the week for everyone. Oh, thank you, Spirit, for reminding me. We are going to spray some violet consuming flame spray. Come on, why is it stopping? Oh, and there goes Ben because he doesn't like the smell. Because we have to remember how much more, I forget the exact amount more they're sensitive than us. So it's like something like 80 times more sensitive. So when you're using oils and things, make sure you're careful about that. Okay, so when I asked this week, who should we work with out of the Ascended Masters? This is from Keepers of the Light. We got Hilarion. And if you look at Hilarion, he's surrounded in green, that beautiful emerald green. And what do we think of when we think of emerald green? We think of healing, right? And he's in a robe of emerald green, and he has a heart chakra that looks like it's made out of emerald. And Hilarion, you probably haven't heard of him because he's not one of the more popular names that everybody knows, like Michael and all of that. He's for divine healing, and it says, honor your sensitivity, retreat and recharge and heal. Your light can support others. So there is Hilarion. And what's he telling us? Work on our own healing this week. Oh, there goes Ben. Too much for him to take. The world can seem overwhelming to you, and it's okay to retreat to a safe place every now and then to cleanse and recharge your energy. You may feel called to serve others or share your healing with them, but please ensure you are filled up with the light, love, and energy first so that you are not sacrificing your own development for others. You are surrounded by the healing light of Hilarion and the healing angels at the same time so that you can recharge and feel whole. Hilarion was always throughout history involved in healing, and we have to remember that he has a whole, talk about city of angels, he's got a whole group of angels that are the healing angels. If your heart is weary, if your heart is weak, if you're having physical heart problems, even if you're not, call on Hilarion for any kind of healing. And him and his legions of light angels are there to help. So, kind of interesting, I felt guided to tell you about the castor oil and the energy healing self-care techniques, and he's saying, hey, let's heal. The second one is from the Cryon deck. My needs are always met. I'm a beloved human who is blessed with continuous love and abundance from Gaia and the Creator. My needs are always met, and it has the rainbow on there. So I think as we go through this time, it becomes a little difficult because we forget. I'm hearing people complain, and it's human nature, and I understand that. But what happens is when we get to that place, it's like I don't even like hearing complaining, never mind my own complaints, right? So we are in a place where this is the time. It is what it is. And if we want it to change, we have to change from the inside out. So I'm trying to say, you know what? I'm not complaining. I'm very blessed. I'm working. Many of you are working from home. And the ones that aren't, hopefully you're collecting unemployment. And we pray for the first, for a quick and speedy recovery from all of this for everyone who's out there ill or has been touched by the virus in any way, shape, or form, whether you're a first responder or whatever. I dropped Archangel Michael, and his little hand and sword broke off, so I'm like, oops, I hope that's not a message of something. His little hand broke off, so I'm going to hold his sword up and lean it up against him, and we'll have to glue it or something. But he's still the main man, still here. All right. The next one is from Yasmin Bolin. Step out of your comfort zone. And it has, this is a moon deck, so it has the astrology of the North Node on it, the glyph of it. And the North Node is where you're going in this lifetime. What is your purpose? What is so important for you to accomplish in this lifetime? So this is a time where we're following our, what's your true north? Follow your true north. This says there's a strong feeling when you get this card that it's time to leave the past behind somehow because you are headed in the right direction. If you want to be happy and fulfilled, you need to get going towards doing the thing that scares you within reason. This card is all about living your life purpose, which is possibly what you've asked about. It's urging you to dare to do something different with your life and your direction, to take action so you are willing to follow through and lead the life you incarnated to live. If you finally find the courage to make the leap, there's a good chance you'll come to ask yourself, what took me so long? And this is also about knowing validation. You're headed in the right direction, and you need to face a fear and get over it. You're headed for something which feels like destiny. Absolutely. And when you're doing your purpose, it doesn't feel like work. It feels like this is what I was meant to do. So the North Node is always about, in the astrology chart, it's always about where you're going in this lifetime. The South Node is the past. Node is the past, where you've come from. So we want to pay attention to where we're guided to go. And the last card is Work Your Light. And this is Pleiades, the star system Pleiades. Double mission, channeling and uplifting humanity. Apologizing for the lawn mowing outside. It's actually not Gerard. Somebody else in the neighborhood's mowing. So sorry about that. The Pleiadians are a group of star beings dedicated to raising the vibration of the planet and sharing new consciousness through creations and technology. They have been incarnating on Earth since the beginning of humanity. You are a soul who has a double mission: to grow at soul level and to raise the vibration of the planets. If you have been called to write, speak, or channel, this is your sign to keep doing it. Your work is divinely guided. Of all the souls, Pleiadians are the chattiest, and so perhaps you have already started channeling some of this work into the third dimension. Thank you for doing your part in the great plan. Your presence and unique light is needed. So we're going to visualize that we're taking this beautiful card and we're putting it over our heart, and we're saying, I call upon the Pleiadian consciousness of the highest realms and highest good of humanity to work through me. Let me be a channel for only the purest light of the essence of Source. Let me channel in a way that also serves me and others. Well, that is beautiful. So if we look at that, just to repeat, this week, we're calling on Hilarion for healing, especially to do with the heart. And especially for those of you that are caretakers for others, those of you parents that are home trying to figure out the computer with your children, those that have elder folks, whatever capacity you're in, or even the frontliners, taking care of yourself. And then doing gratitude and knowing that at some level our needs are always met, and we're following that light, that North Star, and we welcome in the energy of the Pleiadians to show us which way to go, to give us inspiration, and to allow us to discover the creative gifts we came here to get. So that's it for today. I hope you all have a wonderful week, and keep on keeping on. I miss all of you terribly, and Ben too. We're in a funk because we don't see you, but at least I'm doing some FaceTime and I can see people there on Zoom. So that's second best. It fills your heart up. Make contact with somebody that's alone this week, or do something for yourself that brings you some joy. I love all of you. Thank you for your continued support. Bye-bye.